I helped my girlfriend pay off her debts and bought her a car, only for her to dump me, saying she could now date who she deserved. So I took everything back and left her broke and carless. In today's story, I paid off my girlfriend's debts and got her a new car, only for her to dump me, saying, now I can finally date who I deserve. So I made sure she ended up broke and carless. When I met Emma, she was a financial wreck, maxed out credit cards, overdue bills, and a car that barely ran. But I didn't care. I loved her. Or at least I thought I did. She had a way of making me feel needed, telling me I was the only one who ever believed in her. And like an absolute idiot, I fell for it. So, I did what any good boyfriend would do. I helped her. I paid off her debts, put her name on my credit card to boost her score, and, as the cherry on top, I bought her a brand new car when hers finally gave out. I wasn't even mad about the money. I thought we were building a future. But the moment she got everything she wanted, she dropped me like trash. To add insult to injury, she smirked and said, now I can finally date who I deserve. That's when everything snapped into place. She had been using me the entire time, and she thought I'd just walk away. No. She had no idea who she just screwed over. Emma was a charmer. She could talk her way out of anything, always making herself the victim. When we first started dating, she had a tragic sob story about how her ex ruined her financially. She was forced to put everything on her credit card, tricked into taking out loans she couldn't afford, and just needed a fresh start. I believed her. So when I found out she had credit card debt in the 5 figures, I didn't judge. I just need a little help, babe. I swear I'll pay you back. I should have run, but instead I stepped up. Helping Emma became my full-time job. I helped her consolidate her debts and paid off some urgent ones. I put her name on my credit card to build her credit. I co-signed for a new apartment so she could get a fresh start, and the big one, her car was falling apart. She kept saying it was dangerous to drive, but she couldn't afford anything better. So, being the idiot I was, I bought her a brand new car, a sleek black sedan, practical, reliable, and something she could actually keep long-term. She cried when I gave it to her. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I thought I was changing her life. In reality, she was just waiting for the moment she didn't need me anymore. The very next week, I got hit with the most humiliating moment of my life. I had planned a weekend trip for us, nothing fancy, just to get away and celebrate her new beginning. But that morning, she sent me a text. We need to talk. I thought she was stressed. Maybe something was wrong with her job. Maybe she was having second thoughts about moving in together. But no. I met her at a cafe, and she hit me with, "It cold. I think we should break up." I sat there, completely blindsided. Wait, what? Why? We were just planning... She sighed, like she couldn't believe I didn't see it coming. Look, you're amazing, really, but I think I need to be with someone on my level. Your level? She gave a small smirk. Now I can finally date who I deserve. It was like a switch flipped in my brain. Everything snapped into place. The money, the credit boost, the new car. She had been using me the whole time, and now that she had everything she wanted, she was done. She stood up, slung her purse over her shoulder, and said, "I hope we can still be friends." Friends. Then she walked out. I sat there completely frozen as the waitress placed the check in front of me. That's when I knew I wasn't just going to take this. I was going to make sure she ended up exactly where she started, broke, carless, and absolutely screwed. I sat in that cafe staring at the check, replaying every moment of our relationship, every dollar, every sacrifice, and the way she had smirked when she said, "Now I can finally date who I deserve." Emma thought she had won, but what she didn't know was that I had prepared for this exact situation. And by the time I was done, she'd be right back where she started, only worse. Emma was too busy celebrating her glow-up to realize something very important. The car was still in my name. I had financed it under my credit, meaning she was just an authorized driver. She didn't own it. So while she was busy showing off to her new worthy man, I made my first move. I called the dealership. Hi, I need to repossess a vehicle under my name. The driver is no longer authorized. Within 48 hours, a tow truck rolled up to her apartment complex. She must have thought it was a joke at first, but when she went outside, her brand new car was being hauled away. She called me screaming, "What the hell? Where's my car?" I kept my voice calm. "You mean my car? You can't do this. I need that car." "No, Emma, you don't. You have someone on your level now. Let him buy you a car." Then I hung up. And just like that, her new life had no transportation. Next, I reversed every bit of financial help I gave her. I removed her from my credit card, stopped the pending payments on her debts, and contacted my bank to retract financial aid tied to my accounts. Her credit score plummeted overnight. Suddenly, all those debts she thought were handled were back. And she had no car to get to work, no savings, and no backup plan. She went from finally dating who she deserved to panicking over bills she couldn't pay. I wasn't about to just let her jump to a better life. So I did a little digging, and it turned out her new upgrade was a guy named Derek, a real estate agent, well off, and exactly the type Emma thought she deserved. I figured, why not introduce myself? So I sent him a friendly message. "Hey man, I just want to give you a heads up about Emma. Before she dumped me, I paid off her debts and bought her a car. She might have told you she's financially stable, but she's actually drowning in debt. Just thought you'd want to know what you're getting into. Cheers." It took less than an hour for Emma to blow up my phone. "You're a fucking psychopath. Derek just dumped me," I laughed. "Guess he found someone on his level." Emma was now carless, broke, and dumped, but I wasn't quite done yet. She had moved into a better apartment, one that I had co-signed for. So I sent one final email to the landlord. "Due to recent changes, I will no longer be financially responsible for the lease. Please remove my name immediately." Within a week, she was evicted, from luxury to couch surfing. She tried reaching out one last time. "Emma, please. I get it, okay? I messed up. But you didn't have to ruin my life." I thought about it. Then I replied, "I didn't ruin your life, Emma. You just lost the one I built for you." Then I blocked her. And just like that, Emma was right back where she started, broke, carless, and completely alone. Emma was down, but I wasn't convinced she was out. People like her don't accept consequences. They lie, manipulate, and scramble their way out of every bad situation. So, I knew she'd try something. I just didn't expect how desperate she'd get. About a week after I wrecked her life, she sent a long, dramatic email. Subject, "Can we talk? I know I hurt you, but you didn't have to destroy me. I lost everything, my car, my apartment, my new relationship. I have nothing now." Then came the guilt trip. "You said you loved me once. If that was true, you wouldn't have done this to me. Please just help me get back on my feet. I'll pay you back, I swear." I almost laughed. This was classic Emma. She didn't want me back. She wanted my money, my help, my safety net. But I wasn't playing that game anymore. I replied with 2 sentences. "You had everything. You threw it away. Enjoy your real level." Then I blocked her email. She tried a new angle 2 days later. A mutual friend, Sarah, texted me. Emma reached out. She says she's really sorry and wants to meet in person to make things right. Oh, she was good. She knew I wouldn't respond to her directly, so she went through someone else. I played along. Really? What does she want? She says she's realized how badly she treated you and wants to apologize properly. I almost bought it, but then Sarah sent a screenshot of Emma's messages, and right there, buried under the apology, was the truth. I just need him to help me get my car back. If I play it right, I think he'll give in. Busted. I told Sarah the truth. I showed her everything. The debts, the breakup, the smug way Emma had said. Now I can finally date who I deserve. Sarah was furious. She cut Emma off immediately. One by one, Emma lost her social circle. She had nowhere left to turn. Emma must have finally snapped because a week later, I got a call from my bank. Sir, we have flagged a fraudulent dispute on your account. Someone tried to claim unauthorized transactions for credit card payments and a vehicle purchase. I knew exactly who it was. Emma was trying to undo everything. She had filed fraud claims, hoping to reverse the money I spent on her debts and get my car repossessed. She wanted me to pay for everything twice. Too bad for her. I had receipts for everything. I sent the bank signed agreements showing I paid her debts voluntarily, her texts thanking me for the car, and bank records proving she used my credit cards willingly. Her fraud claims were denied instantly, and now she was under investigation for false reporting. She wasn't just broke anymore, she was facing legal trouble. Emma was officially screwed. No car, no money, no friends, and now a potential fraud charge. Her last move? She went crawling back to her parents. But there was a problem. Her parents were already mad at her. See, before me, they were the ones paying off her debts, and when she had met me, she had bragged about how she finally found someone to take care of her. So, when she showed up at their house, broke, crying, and asking for help, they slammed the door in her face. Now she had nothing, and me, I was finally done. A month later, I saw Emma one last time. Not in person, but through a random Facebook post. She was selling her designer bags, shoes, and jewelry. All the luxury stuff she had once flexed online. She was desperate for cash. I stared at the post for a long time, then I laughed. Because this was exactly what she deserved. She had played me, used me, tried to leave me behind, and now she had nothing left. Emma disappeared after that. No more texts, no more drama. She was broke, carless, and completely alone, exactly where she started. Only now she had no one left to bail her out. Did I feel bad? For a second, maybe. Then I remembered her smirk at the breakup. Now I can finally date who I deserve. And suddenly I felt nothing. She had played a game. She just never expected to lose. I moved forward, got a better apartment without having to co-sign with a parasite, traveled for the first time in years without worrying about someone else's bills, and met someone new, someone who wasn't looking for a free ride. And Emma, she stayed exactly where she belonged, stuck in the mess she created, and I never looked back. Thanks for watching. Subscribe Storycast for more new stories.